Hello and welcome back to the second segment of the Create Your Own Economy syndicated radio show. My name is Raymond Aaron. I was born in Toronto. I've lived in Toronto all my life. I'm a proud Canadian, an adventurer, a philanthropist. I own and run 40 businesses, brands, and cash-gushing websites. But my purpose this lifetime is to teach you how to thrive in these sometimes troubled times. So let's get right into it. I am the only person who has a radio show right here in Toronto dedicated to giving stuff for you for free. I'm going to give you tickets. I'm going to give you a free book right in this segment. And I'm also going to give you secrets right here on the air right now. Let me give you one right now. The first is, what is one of the basic secrets to creating wealth? The basic secrets. You might have some ideas. You might be thinking to yourself what you think the secrets are, or you might be just waiting for me to tell you. Doesn't matter, I'm going to tell you right now. And that is, every mess is a lock on the gate which keeps abundance out. You might say, what? What the heck does that mean? Every mess is a lock on the gate which keeps abundance out. Think about this carefully. Every mess is a lock on the gate. That means the messes that you have in your life are a lock on the gate which keeps abundance out. Another way of saying it is every single mess you have prevents wealth, prevents abundance, prevents income from coming in. You might say, well, I do have income. What are you talking about? And the answer is, the degree to which you have messes is the degree to which your income is encumbered from coming in. So if you have just a little bit of mess, then income can come in. If you have lots of mess, it's hard. It's really tough for any income to come in. So do you have the sense that you earn far less than you should? The answer is probably yes. But the answer is probably yes to this question also. Do you have messes in your life? That is, the front closet of your home, the bed, is it made regularly every single day? Do you eat correctly? Is your weight correct? Do you do yoga? Do you stretch? Do you exercise? Do you eat proper food? Is your garage a mess? Are your relationships a mess? Are there commitments that you've made that you haven't lived up to? Are there overdue bills in your office that you haven't paid? Is there product that you haven't delivered? Are there commitments to clients that you haven't lived up to? These are all messes. When you have messes in your life, you prevent income from coming in. So there's an inverse relationship. That means the more is your messes, the less is your income. And reciprocally, the less is your messes, the more the income can come in. So I was speaking 10 years ago to my dear friend Jack Canfield. I go on vacation with him twice a year. We're dear friends. And one of the things that he asked me was, what is a success principle for you? And I immediately said, every mess is a lock in the gate which keeps abundance out. And he pulled his ears back and said, what? That's amazing. And he wrote down every word that I said, and he wrote an incredible book 10 years ago called Success Principles. And in that book, he took the 64 success principles that he know truly work, and he chose world famous people like myself in order to give an illustration or an example of that individual success principle. So I was in his original book, Success Principles. He's just newly created the 10th anniversary edition that has been dramatically updated, and he's coming to Toronto. He's coming right here to Toronto in April 11th and 12th, the weekend of 11th and 12th, in order to have the Canadian launch of the 10th anniversary re-edition, re-offering of his amazing book, enormously updated. He's doing it here. I am hosting the Canadian launch of his amazing new book, and I'm in it. Even though he has now ordinary people giving examples instead of famous people, he still left mine in because he liked it so much. You can learn exactly how to get rid of your messes. You can learn the other 63 success principles as well, both from me and also from world famous Jack Canfield. You can get a copy of my book, my hardcover bestseller, Double Your Income, Doing What You Love, by instant download. I'm going to give you that phone number and that website right now. You can either phone or go to the website, and you'll get by instant download, no questions asked, my hardcover bestseller, Double Your Income, Doing What You Love. And also, if tickets are available, you can go to my amazing Create Your Own Economy workshop right here in Toronto at no charge whatsoever, which is also the Canadian launch of my dear friend Jack Canfield's book, Success Principles. Just call 1-855-70-RADIO, 1-855-70-RADIO, or go to 1-855-70-radio.com, 1-855-70-radio.com. And you know what? Definitely the most important thing I want to say to you is that there is a way to create wealth. You don't have to be born rich. Most people who are rich weren't born rich. You need to know the simple rules for creating wealth. And I've been teaching how to create wealth around the world for the last 31 years. Why am I so successful? Because the ideas that I have truly work. The proof is that I am very wealthy, and I live right here in Toronto. You can check me out. Furthermore, my clients around the world are extremely wealthy, and they got there from doing exactly what I teach. If that's of interest to you, then how can you learn from me? Well, the answer is I write amazing books, and one of them, Double Your Income, Doing What You Love, I'm going to give away free in a minute or two. So get your pen ready, get your cell phone ready to make the call. You can do it by phone or by going to the website. So just get ready for that. I'll be telling you that in a minute. I also give speeches around the world and I give workshops. But besides the books and the speeches, the very, very best way to get the most powerful impact is by attending the workshops that I give around the world. And the biggest one is my annual Create Your Own Economy conference. My annual Create Your Own Economy conference. And that one is different from all the other workshops because it's 2 powerful days. I mean, all my workshops are powerful, but this one is made even more powerful because I invite some of the most amazing and high income and brilliant speaker colleagues of mine. And this time I have invited the world famous, possibly one of the most loved men in the entire world, the co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books, the star of the movie The Secret. You know him, Jack Canfield. Yes, Jack Canfield is coming right here to Toronto. Why? Because he's a dear friend of mine. He's one of my dearest friends. I go on vacation with him twice a year. In fact, I just got back from Hawaii with Jack Canfield, and I interviewed him. I learned a lot from him. I see that he's got some great new ideas, and I wanted his ideas to be delivered to you. And so he will be coming. And why? Because he has just created an amazing update of his great book, The Success Principles. He launched it 10 years ago and it was an amazing success. It sold so many copies and helped so many people around the world. But he noticed after looking at the responses that he was getting from people who gave him unsolicited comments, that certain things were happening. One is the people who just read that book were learning so much and getting so much value. Another is that he noticed that it was really, really, really working. And so he did something that no one has ever done before. Instead of the 64 success principles of his original book, and to amplify each one of those, he interviewed world famous celebrities like myself, and each one of the 64 original success principles was illustrated by an example from a world famous person. Well, what he's done, and this is amazing, he's looked through all of his fan mail, and instead of having world famous celebrities give an illustration of how they employed that particular principle to success, because you might say, well, maybe they can do it, but maybe I can't. What he's done is taken ordinary people who have read his book, and they are now the illustrations and examples of each of his success principles. The book is completely rewritten. It's completely updated. Why does it have to be updated? Because 10 years ago, social media hardly existed. For example, Twitter didn't even exist at all, and Facebook was just a hint. So, he's totally updated it. He's added basically new examples and gotten rid of the celeb examples so that you can see that ordinary people just reading his book can do it. And he's added wild new features. There's a whole chapter written by our friend Dr. John Gray about men-women relationships and how that relates to creating wealth. It's an amazing book, and it's going to be for sale actually in the Create Your Own Economy conference. Why? Because this conference, I'm so excited to tell you, is going to be the official Canadian launch of the 10th anniversary edition of the Success Principles. Are you interested in getting my book, Double Your Income, Doing What You Love, my hardcover bestseller by instant download access? Are you interested in attending this Create Your Own Economy workshop and seeing me and Jack Canfield in person? Then get ready. Here's the details. Simply call 1-855-70-RADIO, 1-855-70-RADIO, or go to the website 1-855-70radio.com. Because not only will I be there teaching you amazing principles of wealth creation, teaching you how to have more income in 1 month this year than you had all of last year, teaching you how to take more vacations like I do. I take a 1-week vacation every month and a 1-month vacation every single year, and I'll be teaching you at this Create Your Own Economy conference exactly how you can do that, whether you believe it or not. But in addition to that, the amazing Laurel Langmeyer will be there. Maybe you've heard her name, maybe you haven't, but she's a dear friend and colleague of the world famous, most amazing wealth teacher in the entire world, Robert Kiyosaki. Laurel Langmeyer was also a star of The Secret, and her expertise is financial competence. She teaches you the very basic principles of financial competence, and you will learn from her. You'll learn from me. You'll learn from Jack Canfield. You'll learn indirectly through Laurel also the secrets of Robert Kiyosaki. It's an amazing weekend, and I'm giving away my book, and I'm giving away tickets to this amazing conference, so get this down right now. In order to get my book by instant access just by contacting us, and to get 2 free tickets if tickets are still available to Create Your Own Economy, April 11th and 12th right here in Toronto, just call 1-855-70-RADIO, 1-855-70-RADIO, or 1-855-70radio.com. Stay tuned right after the commercial break for the next segment of this program. Hello, it's Raymond Aaron, and thank you for listening to my syndicated Create Your Own Economy radio show. I am giving away my hardcover best-selling book, Double Your Income, Doing What You Love, by instant download access. And if tickets are still available, I'm giving away 2 free tickets to my amazing weekend Create Your Own Economy conference starring world-famous Jack Canfield. Simply call 1-855-70-RADIO, 1-855-70-RADIO, or go to 1-855-70radio.com.